Greetings and welcome back to The Pride. My name's Muphasa El Matador. They call me the Curious Cat. My job is pretty simple. I help you catch the momentum. And today we're looking at REVLON. That's R-E-V. If you're new to the channel, smash that like and subscribe button because out here in The Pride, we only focus on bangers. If you would like access to our long-term plays, you can find that in the link above. You can get access to all of our due diligence. With that said, the Momentum series is geared towards all of my day traders and swing traders. And today we hit the home run on REVLON. I'm going to start with the catalyst as always, but it's important to note that the market cap for REVLON is just under 500 million. So what happened today? I was going through my scanner and I saw REVLON pop up. It just literally jumped out of nowhere. And I went around looking for the catalyst for this, and I found that REVLON just got a bankruptcy court to approve a $1.4 billion loan. A company with a market cap of $500,000 that is already in bankruptcy, the reason for their bearish momentum, getting a $1.4 billion loan is definitely going to spark a lot of attention, especially when they have short interest at over 74%. This was literally ready to take off. So look at what it did today. This thing went from opening at $4 to $9.90 on the high for the day. I saw this and I couldn't resist. So I let the team know, stick around and I'll show you guys how we got into the play in the Pride, and I'll be showing you guys the technicals. With that said, catalyst. For me, the catalyst is a big deal because it identifies the why behind the momentum. Sometimes it even identifies how high the stock is going to go. And I think the most important thing for me is position sizing. Good momentum, you can decide to throw in your entire house. It's all about conviction, right? But for me, I have rules that I always play on all my portfolios. And you can follow me on Instagram for the journey. This is my smallest portfolio, and it's completely public. I started the portfolio with $200 and I'm averaging one home run a day. You can check them all out right here. If you would like to join the Pride to see when we get into this place, click the link in the bio and you can completely get access to everything. With that said, I'm going to jump into the play for today. So we were trading a bunch of stuff today. Today was really fun. I and the Cowboy Trader, we were kicking it on a ticker that I can't even remember. It had a lot of letters and it ended with an F, right? And that was another banger today. But I saw REVLON pop up, and I love options because it's a fast way for you to make a ton of money. So immediately I saw it pop off. I let the team know, and it was close to the end of the day, but I saw it pop off right at support and it got my attention. So I went looking for the catalyst. And once I found the catalyst, I posted in the group. They received court approval for $1.4 billion bankruptcy loan. Immediately I saw that. I jumped in on the $8 call. And in no time, I was up 26%. By the time I hit 30%, I sold majority of my position, leaving the house's money to run. That way, I don't have any money to lose and a lot of money to gain. It helps with taking the emotions out of it. I always trade with the plan. So once I get 30% or once I get most of my capital out with the profit, I take that money out of the market and let the rest ride. So I did that, and sometimes I regret it, but rules are rules. And before the end of the day, probably in like 20 minutes, I was up 170%. I set a sell order for the 200% mark and I was kicked out. And I think within 40 minutes, I had tripled my money on this particular play, which is super exciting if you're into the market. Oh, there it is. QRTEB. I took profits in this and I still have the house's money floating around because that one just completely went on the rip today. No options. But immediately I saw this, I bought my calls, and I was just killing it. It just continued to do its thing. I secured the bag and I kept the house's money to run for the home run. This is what I always do. And I post my trades. Immediately I get in the profit team and I get out. I let everybody know. So if you like access to this, you can come join the family. We would love to have you. And yeah, we just printed it. And by last lap, I was up 50%, 70%. And I noticed that there was resistance right there at 774. I had all my levels as always. I'll show you guys that in the technicals. And I let them know that if we break through the ice line, I'll be home free. Best believe I was 130%, another home run for the week. I got kicked out at 200%. Beautiful day in the market, and I reinvest my profit because when really, really bad times, when recessionary times, there's a lot of fraud, fear, uncertainty, and doubt in the market. So what I do is I swing trade and I only invest my profit. So I keep my capital for my trades alive, and whatever I make on the top, I use that to bag the plays that we love and plan to hold for a long time. With that said, oh yeah. So we also like hang out on Clubhouse on Sundays to do strategy sessions, and you can literally find us. I'm not sure where that link is, but I will be sure to add it to my bio. And with that said, let's jump into the technicals. Yep, so I'll keep it short and sweet. The team is averaging one home run a week because we do the simple things consistently. We follow a certain set of rules and we don't deviate from our plays, right? And you can have a great catalyst all you want, but if you can't identify the levels, it's hard to plan the trade and trade the plan. So what we do is we have our levels of support, which is in my green line, resistance in my red line, and ice line in blue. The ice line represents a point where resistance turns into support. And the market is honeycombed with buy and sell orders. So today we've been in this trade before. Trend is your friend until it bends. Rev had run all the way to $9.87 earlier, and that served as resistance and it completely fell off. And today it was trading quite close to support. And it was like there was nothing there. I thought this trade was literally going to die because it's a bankruptcy play. So when the catalyst comes out for 1.4 billion being approved by bankruptcy court, you can see that immediately comes out, the momentum starts to break. And I see the momentum first, and then I see the catalyst. So now I'm interested. And you can see it breaks through my resistance and it comes back and turns this into ice, right? So it breaks, comes back, and it stops going down right there. And the bulls come in and starts to take this thing over. I see this momentum and I know that I have a resistance line at 774. So I played the $8 strike expiring at the end of the week because I plan to be out of the trade today. I see it hit my ice line and it serves as resistance. So I hit up the team at that point saying that if it breaks through ice, we're home free, because the bulls would see that as a bullish signal to take this to the next level of $9.90. And you can see quite clearly, immediately it breaks through ice, the bullish candles take this thing. 3 candles later, and we're at $9.90. At that point, I was already at 200%. I'd taken profit and I'm like completely out. And lo and behold, the market is honeycombed with buy and sell orders. It gets to resistance and the bears start to push it back. What I like about this particular trade is it did not break below the ice line. That shows me that it still has a lot of strength to run through the week. But for me, I'm going to be looking at it to trade at critical levels and say it breaks bearish, I'll look for it to show strength, proof of concept of it going back up before I take my trade. But I'm already out of this play and I will be playing it again if the circumstances are all perfect. So I hope I've been able to entertain and educate you about how we go into the play, why we go into the play. And I was up 200% today on this trade. If you would like to see our plays before we get in, all you have to do is click the link below so you can come join the family. We would love to have you. We're a bunch of researchers, traders, investors, the whole 9 yards. And yeah, it's Muphasa El Matador. Peace.